A mausoleum nightmare. Cremated remains left in the open. Caskets in the hallways and bugs everywhere. Help Me Hank is demanding answers.
We've got family members who
have called it.
they're devastated. They're walking into this mausoleum. It's in disarray. It looks like a horror movie.
What's now being done to bring family members some peace about their loved ones' final resting places?
In fact, it was a family member who reached out to Hank after visiting a loved one buried at the Evergreen Cemetery in Detroit.
And he couldn't believe what he saw as he entered the mausoleum. And now let's get out to Hank Winchester, our consumer investigator, live in Detroit. And Hank, this has really got to be upsetting for everyone involved.
Yeah, Karen, it is disturbing, and I want to warn you, some of the video and images you're seeing in a minute, they could be disturbing for some of you. We're here at the Evergreen Cemetery, big historic cemetery in Detroit, Woodward and 8 Mile. You can see it's locked up for the evening. That mausoleum, though, right at the end of this driveway, and what we found inside, concerning, to say the least. Step inside this mausoleum and you'll be stunned at what you see. Cremated remains of at least 20 people, some dating back to 2005, just sitting out on a table right near the final resting spots of many. Open burial vaults in the hallways, a casket up against another's crypt. There are bugs, holes, and damage everywhere.
It hurt me so bad that, like I said, I contacted you guys.
This man, so upset by what he saw, he asked us to conceal his identity. His brother's remains kept here inside the mausoleum at Detroit's historic Evergreen Cemetery.
You spend thousands of dollars to put your family member up, and what you get in return for it.
I couldn't believe what we saw inside. To think that this is what some people see as they come to pay their final respects. What a nightmare. I went into the main office looking for answers.
Those people haven't picked the ashes up yet.
They might not have, family members may not have picked the ashes up, but they're sitting right in front of areas where other people have their family members buried. I could walk in there, pick up somebody's ashes and walk away. A cemetery cannot operate like this, and somebody needs to tell me what the hell is going on. We showed them exactly what we saw in the mausoleum. These are all cremated remains. If that was your mother or father, how would you feel?
No, I wouldn't.
I'd be devastated. John says he's with the maintenance team for the cemetery. My question is, should these cremated remains just be there? I mean, if that is my mother or father, and I'm going to see them, and I have to look at the remains of 20 other people, what the heck are they doing there? That's outrageous.
I'm not the one who works back there.
Well,
but I can definitely remove those cremains.
Okay, great.
I will move them upstairs, and then if you have any more questions, I'll explain to our supervisor the concern.
Yeah.
I will put them on shelves.
That's the first step in this, yes. I appreciate that,
I can't explain why they're there. I don't know anything about it, but I will take care of it right now.
Back out here live, management with the cemetery contacted me late this afternoon and assured me that those cremains would in fact be moved to the right storage area. They also told me they would make their way through the mausoleum and make sure that items that should not be in public view, that those too are in fact removed. We're live here tonight in Detroit. Hank Winchester, back to you.
So Hank, are state investigators aware of the condition of the mausoleum?
And Karen, we did contact the state. As you heard, that family member who went to visit his brother, he was very concerned about conditions, so we wanted to make sure the state was aware of this. We are told an investigation is getting underway. We hope to have more information for you on Monday.
All right, we appreciate it. Good work. Thanks, Hank.
Let's bring in